everyone, and welcome to another week in our garden. Now we're in the shed today because the wind is blowing direct from the north and it's very cold on the garden, so we've decided to come into the shed and we'll string the onions in here. Now I got the frame down just in time before these storms arrived and I've got it stowed away. And I'll just show you the beans and the peas that we harvested and got lovely dried out, and we've got them in bottles ready for overwintering. This is the alderman pea, and we've got the borlotti beans, the mange too. They're nice, they're crinkly peas, and of course the cobra. Cobra did very well this year, I'm quite pleased with it. Let's just put these to one side and then we'll get this stringing done. Now, if you can remember, those of you who was with us for the last few years now when we've been stringing the onions, we start with a cord about, what's that, 5 foot, and we double it and then double it again, and then that is what we're going to hang the onions on. I like to use a lot of cord because actually some of these, when you've got them on, are quite heavy, and if your cord or your string is not quite so strong, it will give and snap. So we just hang that up. We just hang it up for now. The onion, I put them in the trays, and there's about 12 or 13 to a tray, and I always do it so it starts large at one end of the tray and small at the other end. That means I can start with the bigger onions at the bottom and slowly work up. If we put 12 or 13 to a string, that's plenty. If you put too many, they're far too heavy, so I can get them. As regards cleaning, you can, if you want to, keep taking these skins off until they're bright red, but the way I look at it now is these are protection for that onion, so if they're not in bad condition, I leave them on. And the first one is quite simple. You just make a loop like that, put your first onion through, which is the largest in that tray, so we use this one first at the bottom, and let it go down until it traps it. And then what I normally do, I just push it through a loop like that, put it down, and then we'll cut that off. We'll just cut that off. So that's how we start. Or push it down if you like, make sure it's nice and tight. Don't push the onion though, because you'll snap them. Push the knots. Then we start with the next largest, which is this one, which is a good onion knot. And what I'll do is I open the cords on the opposite side to the one that was already in, put the onion through, put it at a nice angle, and then we go round and through another 2 of the cords and push down, and then take the tail off with the scissors. You can take the tail off if you want before you start, but then you don't know how much tail you want to get them on. That one has gone through there, look, so we'll open 2 of those up again. We'll put the next onion through. We want them in 3s. Try and get it to stand up rather than lay flat. That can just come off. If they want to come off, let them take them off, but not. And then underneath the onion, up and through 2 different cords like that, and then just press down, remember, on the centres, not on the onions. then we can just take that off. They're totally dry now, the onions, look very, very dry. So that sunshine has really done us good. That's fine, and we'll put the third one on. Let's go there, shall we? And put it through there, look. And they should sit nicely like that. And then round, and then we'll go through the strings and press down. So that's got us nicely going, look now. And then take the tail off. See? You can see how it's going to work now, but remember, just keep pressing the centre down, not the onions. So now we want 3 more of a good size, about average size. Perhaps that one's a bit bigger than that one. We use these 3 next as we go up. We'll put another one here, look. Like that, and that'll fill that gap nicely. There you are, you see. You see how it's taking form now? And you can go under and then round and through the string again. And remember to press down. Then same again then. You'll soon get the hang of doing it, as we call it, but you'll be fine. Just make sure you try and get through a different piece of string every time and push down. There you go. I'm going to take the tail off. So we've got 1, 2, this one should go here, I think. That's looking good. And now just whip it underneath, whip it round and through. There you are. And press it down nicely. And then we'll just take the tail off. And you can see there's a gap there, that's where the next one will go on. So that you keep trying to do it in 3s if you can all the time. If your onions are a lot smaller, you could go 4 around. Depends how it falls. But again, we'll go through. Just underneath, round the top and through the string, and then just press down. That'll be fine. Snip off. Yeah, that's fine. Next biggest one is this one. This one's short this time, look, and it's got a bit of loose on it, so we'll take that off. I'm not stripping them back too much. And this one will go there. Oh, you can see alright in that. There you are, look. In fact, we change that one to that big gap there, look, so it follows through nicely. You see? Take that off. That's better. That follows through a bit better. And then just push it through the strings to hold it. And then we keep building like that. You can see the next one wants to go there, but we're progressively getting smaller with the onions. And on it goes, round and through. And the next one will go here. under, round and through. And just take the tail. There's 2 more to go on this string, and I think that will be enough on it to tell you the truth. They get the big onions, so they'll be quite heavy. You can see we want 1 there. So we'll take the biggest of what we've got and we'll pop it in there. So it holds like that. Take that off. Well, it's coming off, so we'll take it off. And we'll just whip that tail underneath, bring it round and through and press down. So I think 1 more just there, which is only a small one anyway, will make a nice string. So we'll pop that there, look. That'll do nicely. And we'll pop it underneath, round and through one of the strings. And then press down and take the tail off. And that is a nice string of onions. We could carry on up, but what I want to tell you is they're getting very, very heavy, and you don't want them too heavy, or to be pushing the weight will actually break the onions off. So that's 1 done. Let's hang that up over here and then just open it to 2, quite heavy. Open it to 2 and up it goes. And then we'll just put the string round and round out the way just to keep it tidy. There you go. So that's the first one done. Let's do a brown one. Now we'll do the brown onions the same. We'll start with the biggest that's been sorted into this tray. It's just a case of grading large at one end and small at the other. 12, 13 onions is plenty, as you can see. So the same again, look. Put the loop on. So that'll pull down on this neck and hold it nice and tight. So that's got that. Pop it through. I'll start you off and then I'll show you. Right, that off. Right, and you can see there, so we'll open these 2 and start the next one there. That's what we do all the way up. Don't go through the same as the last one. Now it's the same as we did with the red one, so I'll just take the onions large to small and get on. Alright, so it's the same again, and through. What you'll find is the brown onions or white onions, the necks are not quite as strong as the red, so just be careful when you're putting them in. They aren't quite as strong. Through they go. And then carefully underneath, round and through the string. You see? Right, now I'll carry on with this and then I'll show you when we finished it. Now we've got this far with the brown onions, just 4 more small ones to put at the top, so we'll pop those on. Same way, just sit them nicely onto the top like that. Now if some of the smaller ones, obviously the strings are going, some of the smaller ones don't have such a big top, so you won't always be able to go underneath, but go as far round as you can, even if you just take them round one string like that. Look, you must be held onto that string. 2 more then. We'll try this one through there. Always try and get a different, there we go. And then that one I'm not going to put underneath because it's too small, so I'm just going to go through, press it down and cut it off. There you go. And the last one for this string, we'll go up through there, we'll go through there, sit them on nicely. We might be able to pop underneath, yes it has done, and through and cut off. There you are, 1 string of brown onions, and there you are, that's 2 strings of onions. Now remember, we could go a lot more on these, but if you're putting more on, you're putting more weight onto these bottom ones, so I think that is plenty. And I can make 1, 2, 4, 5, I can make 6 strings like that of the onions that we picked this year. Now that's it, that's 2 done. I shall spend another hour or so in the shed, perhaps longer than that, and try and get them all strung up. So probably next week I should be able to just quickly show you how many strings we've actually got next week. Now that'll be it for this week. Many thanks for watching, many thanks for subscribing, we do appreciate it. Now stay safe everyone, keep warm, keep out. I'm just watching the wind taking all the straw and everything up into the garden. Take care everyone, stay safe, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Bye now.